Hello everyone, my name is Pino Rizzi. I'm a teacher at Power Yoga Canada. Today I will move you through a 45-minute power flow, and we'll put some particular attention on chaturanga. Come to child's pose. Stretch into every fingertip and lengthen through the side of your body. Downward facing dog. Lift and spread each toe and press down through the mound of each big toe. Ragdoll. Take this in whatever way works for you. You can be still in a forward fold or bring some movement. The power right here is start to connect from the floor up into your center, up into your core. Bring your feet together. We refer to this as 12 o'clock in your feet. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Pause here. Keep reaching up towards the sky in this pose, extended mountain, and put your attention on pressing down through the mound of each big toe. Lift and spread each toe from the floor. Lift up and pull up into your center and core. From your pelvis, ground down and lift up through the crown. These are the actions you want to put in right here and in every pose. And in particular, when we put attention on chaturanga, all of these action principles will come into play there. Bring your hands in prayer. Let's take 3 ohms. Om. Extended mountain, forward fold, halfway lift, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Stay in your downward dog for a moment here and press into the mound of each pointer finger. Press down through the mound of each big toe. Connect in, draw into your center line. From your fingers and toes, pull in and up into your center and core. This is your access to stability, power, strength in every pose. And in particular today, with an emphasis on chaturanga, you want to recreate that action every time. Look to your hands, walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, press down to go up, forward fold, halfway lift, pull the pit of your belly up to your spine, chaturanga, lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Upward facing dog. Pull your front ribs in towards the center of your body. Downward facing dog. And reconnect through your hands and feet. Press the mounds of your index fingers down. Press the mound of your big toes down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain. Now pause right here a moment. Reach your arms to the wall in front of you, like you were setting up for a high plank. So imagine this is your setup for high plank pose. Reach your arms forward and notice what a typical default can be here. A typical default, what you don't want to see is shoulders rounding forward and a disintegration of your core, a collapse through your center and core. What you do want to see is upper arm bones back and the front of your pelvis up. So an integration and connection from your center and core out into your hands and feet. And it's this setup that will give you access to chaturanga. Let's take this on a moment. Bring your arms down by your side and create a square in your arms. So a default here, what you don't want to see is a rounding of your shoulders and a closing in across your chest. What you do want to see is expand your chest and upper back and take your upper arm bones back. So this is a setup you want to see every time you move through chaturanga. So let's take that on right here. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Take your upper arm bones back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift the pit of your belly up to your spine, staying connected to, engaged with your center and your core. Jump or walk to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Extended mountain from your pelvis, ground down and reach up through the crown. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. An option in this pose is to drop to your knees. I'm going to demonstrate that right now. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in. Full breath out. Bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. This is the last one. Reach up to the sky. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Pull the pit of your belly up to your spine. This brings you to chaturanga. Option to drop to your knees. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Stay in your downward dog and breathe in and breathe out. I'm bringing particular attention to chaturanga today, translated as three-limbed pose, as your access to total body integration, stability, strength, power, and vitality. And all of that comes from your attention from the periphery in, from your hands and feet into your core, and from your center and core, extending and reaching out. Come to the front of your mat, halfway lift, forward fold, thunderbolt. So take those actions on here. What you don't want to see is shoulders dumping forward and a collapse through your center and core. What you do want to see is your upper arm bones back and the pit of your belly up to your spine. That creates a connection and integration from your center and your core, pull in, and from your center and your core, reach out. Breathe in, bow forward, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, recreated every time as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Pull the pit of your belly to your spine as you move to downward dog and breathe out. Right foot, warrior one. Big part of our practice is the power of being present. And what that allows you to be in is a recreation and a reintegration of your whole body every time. Take a breath in, chaturanga. We can check out and come from, I already know that pose, I already did that pose. That will leave us disconnected, disintegrated. Press your feet down. From the ground, pull in and up into your center line and your core. From your center and core, reach up, chaturanga. Pull the front of your ribs in. Upward facing dog. Press your hands and feet down. Downward facing dog. Pause in your downward dog. And actually check it out. Where are your hands right here? Where are your feet right here? And is this the distance and the placement that most supports and empowers you right here? And that's really the work. Ultimately, what you get from a practice like this is empowered. Empowered to realign, reorganize your physical body, and from there, realign and reorganize your thoughts and your energy. Jump or walk to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right leg. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, left leg. Chaturanga. Reorganize your hands, your feet, pulling into your center and your core. Take upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Notice the difference right here in downward facing dog when you allow your fingers and toes to go limp. Even try that right here. Your fingers and toes go limp, your whole pose gets limp. Press down through the mound of each pointer finger. Press down through the mound of each big toe. And suddenly you are awakened to, empowered with, your connection to your center and your core. Your source of strength, power, stability, that keeps you in action right here on your mat. Look to your hands. Walk or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Bring the tips of your shoulder blades towards your spine. Chaturanga. And keep the action of drawing in to your center and core. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right leg. And you'll notice when you're connected to your core, you can play with the space at your base. Chaturanga. Because even when you go longer, upward dog and downward dog, when you go longer and find a bigger expression, it is supported, it is stable, it is strong, it is connected from your center and the power of your core. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Do this one thing, everyone. Stretch your fingers, stretch your toes. Lift and spread your 10 toes. Spread your 10 fingers. Press down through the mound of each pointer finger. Press down through the mound of each big toe. And from the floor, lift up. Pull in and up to lift into your center and core. Jump or walk to the front of your mat. I'll move you through this sun salutation one more time. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt. forward fold, halfway lift, chaturanga, and organize all of your body parts to support chaturanga and upward dog and downward dog. Right leg warrior one, and the first place to look is at the floor. Chaturanga, the placement of your hands and feet will influence the rest of your pose. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, left leg, press down, pull in, lift up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pause in downward dog, and notice the temptation to disconnect, get distracted, check out, and allow all of that to be part of the practice. Your full experience right here, and you are empowered with clear tools. You know what to do when you feel your body disconnected, your mind distracted. Press down, pull in, and lift up. All the actions that come together in a pose like chaturanga, and all the actions that serve you in every pose, no matter what sequence you are in. From downward dog, flip dog, right leg. Now take it on here. Press your feet into the floor and create this pose from your center and core. Side plank, right arm down. Now great to access the power of your side body here as you lift up. And the lifting up will only happen when you press down through the outer line of your feet, press down through the mound of your pointer finger, chaturanga, and reset, reorganize, hands and feet into your center and core. Upward dog, downward dog, flip dog left. You take the necessary movement needed for you to feel stable through your hands and feet, stable on your mat. Side plank, left arm down. Press down to lift up. Chaturanga, pause and reset, reorganize, reconnect. From your center and core, build and create every pose. Move from upward dog to downward dog. Right leg warrior one. 5 breaths. I'm keeping you here to notice a default can be we start to sink down. The action you want to see is press down to lift up. Take one more breath in, chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog, warrior one, left leg. I'll count you through 5 breaths. In, out. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, press down. Breathe in, lift your side body up. Breathe out, pull the front of your ribs in. Breathe in, lift the front of your pelvis up. Breathe out, press down through the mound of each big toe. Take one more. Inhale, chaturanga. And put all of those actions coming from your center and core right here. Option to drop your knees. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg crescent lunge. 5 breaths. What you don't want to see is a sinking of the hips. What you do want to see is a pulling in and drawing up from the floor up into your center and core. And what you'll find here is the opportunity to discover your strength. There's another way you are empowered here. You can stay in any pose for any amount of time, and it doesn't have to be hard. Find your center, your core, the source of your power and stability, and you find the opportunity to stay. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Crescent lunge, left leg. As you move into crescent lunge, notice the new connection of your feet to the floor. Your back heel up. The purpose there is to lift up, hug in from your skin to your muscle to your bone. And from your pelvis and core, lift up through your spine line, reach out through the ends of your fingertips, even look up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 chaturanga push-ups. You heard me right. So set yourself up with your chaturanga arms. Put your attention on arms like a square, upper arm bones back, front of your ribs in, shoulder blades towards your spine. 3 times chaturanga push-up. 1, 2, 3. Downward facing dog. Crescent lunge, right leg. Twist over your right leg. Warrior 2. Now notice this new connection with your feet to the floor. Setting up this warrior 2. Extended side angle. Chaturanga. I'm putting extra emphasis on chaturanga today because as you notice, we repeat it. Downward dog, often in this practice. Right leg, crescent lunge. In our work, we speak of repetition as being our source to mastery. And in repetition, what you want to look for is a recreation. Bring your hands in prayer and twist. We can get stuck in, I know that pose, I've done that pose, and there's nothing for us to discover in a pose when we approach it in that way. Warrior 2. So think about how many times we've done chaturanga already, and each time, take it on, set it up as if it is the first time. Extended side angle. Take a breath in, so you open chaturanga, like this is your first chaturanga of this practice. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Walk or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, thunderbolt, twist to the right, thunderbolt, fingers to toes, forward fold. I'm going to keep you here for a few breaths, and even here, keep the connection of your feet pressing into the floor. From the floor, lift up. Lift up through your center and core. think this pose will lead you into the next pose. And that way, see your whole practice as the connection and the flow that's available to you. Thunderbolt. Twist to the left. Palms to toes, forward fold. So what you don't want to see is limp toes, feet splayed out. What you do want to see is feet at 12 o'clock, lift and spread your toes. Press the mound of each big toe down. That will give you access to your center and core, here and in every pose. Release your hands, 3 chaturanga push-ups. 1, look for 90 degrees in your arms. 2, upper arm bones back. 3, downward facing dog. Crow. It's the same setup here. Like chaturanga, like any arm balance. Press your hands into the floor. Press down through the mound of each pointer finger. And from the floor, pull in and lift up. Lift up to your center and core. Chaturanga. Little more challenging to keep the organization of your whole body there. Upward dog and downward facing dog. Come to the front of your mat and take crow. And I'm moving you through this one more time to notice what is the transition for you between crow and chaturanga. You know, the default is you abandon all the work you've done so far and just fall down, collapse down, release down. You press down. What you want to see is press down, pull in, lift up. Crow, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Look to your hands and press down. Lift up your heels so you have a sensation of launching yourself forward. Bend your knees and take that launch. Jump forward. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, eagle right. Extended mountain, eagle left. Another opportunity here to pull into your center and core. Extended mountain, standing leg raise, right. Grab your right big toe. Press your left foot down. From your pelvis, ground down and lift up through the crown. Take your leg to the right. Come back to center. And here's a little core challenge. Keep your leg right where it is. Reach both of your arms up. Airplane. Keep the same organization here as you do in every pose. In any standing pose. In upward dog. In chaturanga. The same activation from the floor up through your center line and your core. And as a matter of fact, the same activation exists in every pose, so much so that right from here, take chaturanga. Hands down, organize your feet, and move through into upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Jump or walk to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, Standing leg raise, left. Begin with your right foot down. Pick up your left big toe. And let this be a practice you are open to trying on. If your foot slips out of your hand, just grab it again. If you wobble, if your knee is bent, be with it, play with it, discover it as new each time. Open to the side. Airplane. And before we get to airplane, let's take that core challenge test right here. Keep your leg right where it is. Lift up, reach up, pull in, airplane. Now think right here, if you were to move towards chaturanga right now, what would the organization of your feet look like? The activation of your core feel like? The setup of your upper arm bones and shoulders, what would that be like? Set that, create that, be with that, and move to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Tree. Right foot up. Lift the front of your pelvis up. Expand your chest and upper back. And take this on. Reach your arms up. And from the stability and the power from the floor up into your core, notice what's possible. Create what's possible. Breathe into what's possible. Tree, left. With our work today of connecting into the source of our power, our physical core, in every pose, but in particular through chaturanga, let's notice your level of strength right here. Your level of energy right here. Has something been turned on, awakened, lit up right here because you ignited an inner fire, an inner strength, an inner power that just would not have happened unless you showed up and did this work today. Reach up. Reach up and reach into your inner fire, inner power, and bow forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift. 5 chaturanga push-ups. Option to drop your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Downward facing dog. Right leg triangle. Keep you here for 1 breath. Set up your feet, press down, lift up to open up. 5 chaturanga push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Downward facing dog. Triangle left leg. From your pelvis, ground down. Lift up through the crown. Last time, 5 chaturanga push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add 1 step here. Stay low, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Take a breath in. Press down through your hands and press down through your feet. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Have a seat at the front of your mat. Boat. Come right into boat pose. And notice here the same actions, actually, as you created in every pose, specifically chaturanga. Now, if your feet go limp and your hands go limp, the pose goes limp, your body goes limp. What you want to see is flex your feet, spread your toes, stretch your fingers, pull the pit of your belly up to your spine. Take your upper arm bones back. Lift up, breathe in, breathe out. One added challenge here. Reach your arms up, lift your legs up, breathe in, lie on your back as you breathe out. Take bridge. In this variation of bridge, interlace your fingers underneath you. From that focus on chaturanga, notice a stretch, an opening, a softening that's available for you right here. Come down, wheel. Start from your feet. Press down through the mound of each big toe. Press down through the center of each heel. Set up your hands. Press down through the mound of your pointer fingers. Draw your outer shin bones in. Draw your upper arm bones in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wheel. Breathe in. Come down. Breathe out. Bring your hands around the pit of your belly, somewhere around the area of your belly button. And with every exhale, pull the pit of your belly to your spine. And you might notice, as you first begin this awareness, you'll move in and out of keeping your core, your belly engaged, pulled in, and you'll notice times and moments when you allow your belly muscles to relax and expand. For the purpose of what you're doing right now, pull the pit of your belly to your spine and breathe in. Pull the pit of your belly to your spine and breathe out. Pull the pit of your belly to your spine as you inhale. Pull the pit of your belly to your spine as you exhale. Keep that. Abdominal twists. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. High boat. Straighten your arms, reach up. Straighten your legs, reach up. And right from here, final challenge, chaturanga. Cross your ankles. Press down. Move into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Jump to sit at the front of your mat. Now I get that for many of you, that will be the first time you've seen that transition, heard that transition, played with that transition. So for those of you who are hearing this for the first time, and those of you who have done this many times before, let's do this all together one more time. 20 abdominal twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the perfect place to remind ourselves the power of repetition. That is our source in mastery, vitality, transformation, and growth. High boat. Straight up with your arms, straight up with your legs. Chaturanga. Press down, lift up, move through to upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg, half pigeon. I'm not going to keep you here too long. So set yourself up and stay upright or come down. Chaturanga. Staying with our focus pose right to the end of this practice. Upward dog, downward dog. Left leg, half pigeon. Chaturanga. Coming from your center and core, pull in. From your center and core, open up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come to sit at the front of your mat. Seated forward fold. And here in this pose, stay connected to and aware of your center and core. Now we'll move you into a bonus pose right here. Stemming from and coming from all the work we're looking at today, using chaturanga to access our center and core, another practice, another opportunity to play is in forearm plank. And coming up, look for specific classes and workshops that will lead you through forearm plank and headstand. And that's why I'm starting you off in forearm plank. So option one, come right here in your forearm plank. I find it useful to bring my hands flat to the floor to stay in that action of grounding down. From the floor, pull up into your center and core. And from here, your next step can be something closer to headstand. From where your arms are here, interlace your fingers. And you want to get the crown of your head onto the floor. And your hands interlaced will cup the back of your head. The setup from your forearm plank will serve you well here. Interlace your fingers. Bring the crown of your head down. And notice here my hips are lifting up. And this might be your expression today. Next step, press down, pull in, lift up through your center and core. All the actions you put into any pose, specifically chaturanga, notice them all right here. From the floor up into your center and core. Pull in, press down, lift up. You can bring yourself down here. Child's pose. Shavasana. Just take the necessary setup for you to be in the space of nothing. And in this space of nothing, feel everything. The point of our work today was not to perfect chaturanga, was not to figure it out or do it right. The point today is to use a particular pose, use your body, your physicalness, to access possibility. The possibility for strength you never saw before, energy you never tuned into before, power you never ignited before. And from that possibility, you are empowered. You are empowered and free to create and recreate those actions every time, everywhere. Not only on your yoga mat, in any situation. Press down, pull in, lift up. And you'll find, you will feel, you will fire up not only the power of your physical body, but the power of your whole being.